to talk about heart disease. It's something we all really need to think of. It affects all ages. Cardiologist Dr. Kareem El-Sharif from Tri-City Medical is here to talk about a new partnership between this North County organization and the American Heart Association. Good morning, doctor.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
All right, why is this such a big deal?
It's such a big deal because now our North County residents can feel empowered that both AHA and Tri-City are coming together to let all our community members know that you're never too young to think about heart health, as well as stroke prevention. And this partnership is going to aim to let our individuals know that we should always think about the heart, right? We should always think about diet and exercise. We're never too young or too old to worry about these issues.
All right, so, in my mind, when I think of heart disease, I think of a 60-year-old man who eats red meat every day.
Right.
Is that typical?
It is typical, but as we're going to talk about, it affects all ages. Nowadays, with juvenile diabetes, nowadays with, even we were talking earlier about women. I really try to empower the community to know that listen to your inner self. If things are wrong, if you've got certain symptoms, if things don't sound right, you should be empowered to know that maybe I should talk to my doctor about it. I think a lot of times younger individuals and women feel that it can affect me, but it actually can. So,
all right, two things there.
Yeah.
One, what are the symptoms? What symptoms are you talking about? And two, how young is the youngest patient you have seen with heart disease?
So the youngest I've seen is 18.
Wow, 18 years old.
18 years old. And a lot of these young...
With what problem?
Well, younger individuals usually have something that's congenital, something they were maybe born with.
Okay.
We sometimes see in athletes thickened hearts. But when it comes to symptoms, especially amongst women, I tell them, especially when they're exerting themselves, if they're active and for some reason their inner Jiminy Cricket, like I like to say, something's off, they just don't feel right, something is just awry, that's usually a red flag. And a lot of women think that I'm fine, things are okay. That usually happens in 60-year-old men. No. Yeah. The best thing to do is talk to your physicians, and a lot of times seeing a cardiologist, doing a simple stress test. We can find things that we might not have thought would have been a problem in the first place.
Tell me about heart disease in general, and what's the recovery? What are the treatments? How do you prevent it? And once you have it, how do you recover from it?
I think we've really shifted the way we talk about heart disease and talking about prevention. I think prevention is the key, and it's really simple. I always say heart disease is common sense. It really starts with diet and exercise. I tell people the greatest drug you can have for prevention is activity, it's movement. And when we're talking about age of patients, ranging from 18, I have patients in their 102. The common goal of patients who do well are the ones who are moving, who are active, whether it's walking daily. American Heart Association, so tying the two together, recommends 30 to 60 minutes of walking or exercise a day, at least 5 days a week. And when it comes to treatments, we've advanced greatly. We're becoming more minimally invasive in what we do. A lot of I'm an interventional cardiologist, so I'm kind of a heart attack specialist. Even when we're dealing with heart attacks, what we do is a lot less invasive, and patient recovery times are a lot less. Even when it comes to things like open heart surgery, recovery times are a lot better. We have a better understanding about recovery, and probably the last thing, and something I'm really lucky to be involved with, is cardiac rehab. We have a wonderful cardiac rehab center, a wellness center, that I take a lot of pride in.
What does that mean?
Well, cardiac is after a heart event, you've got to get better, you've got to get strong again. Right. And we have a tailored program, an exercise program that at all times is monitored, so patients can regain confidence that after a heart event, I can exercise, I can be okay, and it won't happen again. Really quick before I let you go,
I want you to tell our people at home who are watching, what types of, you say diet and exercise are the key to prevention here, so we already talked about the exercise portion. What kind of food should we be avoiding? So
this is what I say, this is my one-liner. I say usually chicken and fish is a lot better than red meat and pork. Bake it, don't fry it. Easy on the salt, easy on the carbs. And most importantly, in just transitioning on diet, one big key and one thing I'm a big proponent of is smoking cessation, especially in our community and especially affecting our young individuals. That includes cigarettes, it includes vaping, it also includes such things as hookah smoking. It's very, very popular nowadays.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm trying to tell individuals that one thing we need to also look at is smoking cessation as well.
All right, Dr. Kareem El-Sharif, good to see you. Congratulations on this partnership. I'm sure we'll be seeing you a lot more in the future.
So much, Lisa.
All right, still ahead, an annual holiday